The following is rated F for fairness. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Welcome to the audio show.
So before you critique on this particular story, and I'm not saying you have it wrong, I want you to go watch the arc with Mr. Joseph, D, and the Honeypot Girl. You need to go watch that arc because then you will see the differences into how he's treating Wayne and how he basically treated D. There are differences in it. This man is salty, and that is the issue at hand here. But nonetheless, you know what? We know we're going to get here. Let's go.
We don't need no leashes. We don't need no time frame on this bad boy. Here you go.
Mr. Joseph, man. Hey, man, I ain't tripping about no truck. I told you could drive it until she...
I already told you. We took care of that. What happens when you do that, you understand me? You keep a little tab on her.
Okay.
I ain't tripping about no vehicle.
Nobody was doing that, and I don't think Wayne was actually trying to do that. That's the point that I'm making. I don't believe that Wayne was trying to actually do that. You never see him calling her 24/7. You don't see him calling her all the time or following her around all the time. You don't see him doing these actual things. Plus, we've had experience of seeing Wayne doing things for other women that basically they still just are doing their own thing. Imani has been able to take money from Wayne and do what she's doing, and they haven't been back together. So I don't know. So this is really and truly out of the fray. Mr. Joseph is an unkind gentleman.
Drive the truck as long as you...
I already told you. She don't need your truck. She's handled. You know what happens when you do that, right? You able to say how the truck running. You know what I mean? Don't just bring it on back. I got to get that bad boy serviced. You keep tabs on her. Try to keep the link going. If you serve it, you cut it, it's over. You don't need to be playing with her heart. Or driving the car thinking about you while she's doing it. Come on now. You're a grown man. You know better than that.
Don't think that's what he was doing. I think that's what you would do, Mr. Joseph. I don't think that's what Wayne would have actually done. Now, can we say that Wayne is not a player and Wayne don't have player tendencies? Of course he does. And he does have those pieces of the puzzle, and he might play around and do different things. Who doesn't? I mean, women now still even make passes at men them used to date, if them really like that particular man. But them know the lines that they have, and them not going to cross those lines, so it is what it is as far as that is concerned. Plus, again, the honeypot girl is a grown woman. The problem I have with this is that the honeypot girl is a grown woman. It's a grown woman. Mr. Joseph is acting as though this is a 10-year-old or a girl that is under the age of 18, and she's not. And ladies, that's what you need to be thinking, because you cannot be thinking in the line of your father dipping in every single solitary time for everything. I understand if you were being abused, or if this man was taking full advantage of you, where you basically were not able to help yourself and you were helpless, then you needed the assistance. Sure. Stark differences between this father and Amber's father.
You know what I learned, Mr. Joseph? When people judge people, it's either who they are, if they was in that person's position, or the experience that they don't have. What I want to let you know, Dwayne Coley, is not your experiences. And I'm not you. You probably judge me how you would do if you had this power. I'm not tripping about no truck, man. I don't give a lot of people not have control over it. I take care of the mothers of my kids. I don't care if they got a man or whatever. That's just the person that I am. And I know that's hard for you to believe, but I'm not trying to keep tabs on your daughter. I'm trying to help her set her free.
You know, you got a good point. You're absolutely right. I was that guy. But slow your roll. I became a father. And when I became a father, I got new moral thinking. My ideas change.
Yeah, but what has changed about you as well is that you look at how him hugging up Honeypot as though it's his wife. That's the point I'm raising to y'all. If y'all are comfortable with this is very grotesque and tough to look at. You guys are comfortable with this? Look at how him have the Honeypot girl as if it's his wife. It's not your wife, bro. It's your daughter. That's what it is. It is your daughter, man. Allow her to go through and get the bumps in her life by herself. You're not going to always be there. You're not. You're not. So all this fake, oh well, I gotta be whatever it is. No, you're too tight. She has to make the mistakes by herself. She has to learn lessons them on her own. She has to do those things by herself. The morning when she'll go through with Wayne, she has to do those things by herself for her to learn. We may talk about them, but the truth of the matter is she has to go through the process, because everything is a process. How did you learn stuff? Mr. Joseph's parents was not like this. Unless that's exactly what he's saying, that the parents was just the same way, where they were just smothering So in other words, she doesn't even understand how to get corrections from another man because your father decides his mind that, you know what, every single time something happens to you, he's going to run to your aid. It's like a little 6-year-old. That's basically how I'm treating her. If you guys are okay with this, you're crazy. This is a grown adult woman. She's supposed to live her life.
My life. So I protect her now. And I know she's grown. I know she's grown. She made her own decisions.
She clearly didn't. Because if she had made her own decision, then you wouldn't bring the key back. So that's foolishness. That don't make no sense. You can't say, you know, she's grown, but then at the same point, you're telling her what to do in the same moment. That's not her being grown. That's you telling her what to do. Let's call a spade a spade.
That's where my heart is. So I'm going to protect my heart. And I'm glad for this feeling. You may never know it.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
You ain't got to come over here and just give me that information, cause
All right,
now it's at the end of
Now
the
you're
day.
clowning me.
No, cause I got 8 daughters.
Now you're clowning me.
All of a sudden, just because you know his voice don't mean you're a better daddy than me.
Wayne,
Nah, it's all good. If you want to give him a
that's
trouble.
unnecessary.
Troll the voice win. Because all of a sudden, you think that because your voice gets like this, you know more about fatherhood than every other father. You think you can just, tell every father in the world how you're going to do things. Grown daughter, way over 25, almost in her 30s, and you want to tell her what car to take and what not to take.
Stop.
Okay.
Thank you for the talk.
Nah, it's all good.
I got it. I'm good.
It's all good. But I guess you can get him out of here and y'all can ride off. Because I don't want that energy around here because I was just trying to look out for you. You know what I'm saying? You think I'm funny?
Just wait.
You think I'm funny?
In the car, okay?
Yeah. Yeah,
Hilarious.
comedian, you know what I'm saying? You're like, you're a comedian. That's what she was talking to a comedian. You want to go out there and talk to somebody who got a pistol and probably knocking people up the head, go ahead.
Okay, Wayne.
It's all good. Nah, the fact that you let him sit there and judge me like that, you know who I am just because he's your dad, I would never let nobody. I know
You
Tamara.
guys would have got to know each other better.
Oh,
I
hey.
guess.
That's what I mean. You see what I mean? So in other words, now her father has gotten to the point where, it's over now. Because her father has done this now and she's quite fine with her dad doing this. I would never be okay with my mother or my father doing this to any woman at all. Never. You do not have the wherewithal to do this. Not for something like this. I would never be okay with this. I would never be okay with my mother or my father as a grown man doing any of this for me. If you're okay with this, let's talk. because you're in a whole different world. Look, don't get me wrong. Can your dad come out and protect and whatever? I could understand if Wayne was beating on her or he was doing something that was way off and your father had to come up and stand for you because a man versus a man. What? A car? A car? Come on. You have to learn that lesson on your own. You have to learn exactly how those things work. When somebody gives you something, what happens with it? You can't be telling her every single solitary thing. She is not a baby. But no, notice how she's responding. Maybe if he had spent the time with her father, then he'd get to know him. Know what? What is there for me to know? That he's despicable? That he's an awful man? And that he has his viewpoints on parenting is very warped? Is that what I'm supposed to know, please?
Whenever now.
Here you go with the fishing.
Wayne.
It's good.
Stop.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing my truck back. Did you fill it up first?
Gonna need some help, brother. I do suggest you understand me. You talk to a pastor, a counselor. You losing the best thing you ever had, and there's nothing for you to throw it away.
Let's be clear.
Nothing for you to throw it away. You know
Yeah.
why?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something.
Sanitation.
Your daughter is a beautiful queen.
Yeah, she is.
But one thing about Melissa Kountrty's son, he's a king.
That's right. This whole notion of, she's a queen, so what? Me and a king. I'm not a king. Okay, so that means that I'm just a chum. I must bow and scrape because of whatever it is. No, I'm not supposed. Wait, no, you're not supposed to just take anybody because hey, he's okay. No, I'm telling you, the dad is way off of his bumpers. He's been out of over these records from before, and the honeypot girl has allowed it to happen because that's what she wants. She wants that type of thing, and if that's what she's looking for, she'll only get a dweeb for a husband because no real man is going to sit down and be working with Mr. Joseph. No real man at all is going to take the honeypot girl serious with Mr. Joseph around. You're not going to take her seriously. Why would I take you seriously? Your father's always meddling in my business. I would never take you seriously. Like I said, look at the stark difference between this guy and look at the stark difference between Amber's father. Him come there, Hey, y'all are two grown people. I see what's going on. Hey, that no God in it, bro. Deal with it this way. And that's it. Him gone. That's about it. This dude come here and he want to get feisty and he want to get very, very sassy and he want to be argumentative. Come on now. This was not supposed to even be an argument, but him feelings hurt because of the fishing trip. If you haven't watched the whole thing of where this started, go back and watch it. All of this coming from the mere fact that Wayne told him no for going fishing. Can you imagine that?
And I got it out the mud, brother. You can say what you want to say about me, but I line my character up with most people in this world. You can say what you want to say about me, but check my character. See, you can see my flaws because I put them out there for the world to see. Because I'm so confident in God. I'm not confident in myself. I don't care what people got to say about me because I know who I really am. So I don't have to knock somebody else like out for mine to shine. So, brother, you can say what you want to say. Your daughter's a queen, but don't mistakes about it. Hey, she had a king in her life.
Kings don't throw away queens.
Oh,
They
no.
keep them.
No.
Yes, they do. So don't bother with that. And that's why we need to maybe remove the king and the queen line then. Because you're making it seem as though people don't break up. Where's his wife?
Yeah,
And that's what I was doing.
That's what kings do.
I was keeping
They
her
keep
kept.
queens.
I was keeping her kept. Well, obviously, the last guy she talked to ain't living with nothing.
Look here. Yes, we know it's a skit, friends. We're just reacting to the skit. So remember this little piece. The deal is this, and I'll say this again. It may be her father, but she is an adult. So she must learn the lessons them on her own. If it is that, because they're giving us a skit and a scenario, so we're just responding to the scenario. We already know, friends. We know it's a skit. Come on, stop telling us it's a skit. We know it's not real life. We know we're commenting on what we're seeing. We're giving a very, interactive commentary on what we're seeing. It's like this. The dad is way out of line. He's been out of line forever, for a period of time, right? And I think what they're playing to you is an overprotective father, and they're showing you how an overprotective father can cause issue for an adult child or an adult. Because there is no adult child, an adult. In other words, it shows you maybe why the honeypot girl behaves the way she behaves is because her father is always treating her like a child. And as long as she allows her father to treat her like a child and she doesn't stop him, then he will continue to do so, because it shows you how parenting can go too far. You understand? You have something called protective factors and you have risk factors. What he's trying to do is a protective factor, but there are points when protective factors get too far on a particular child, where now it starts to make the child not learn anything because you're there too quick to shelter them and protect them. And you're not going to always be around to tell them what to do. Let's just say Mr. Joseph passes off tomorrow. Then what? Then she has to be in limbo to find another man to make a decision for her. Exactly. That's the point. That's why she needs to learn right now. So that's exactly what I think that they're actually showing. But like, share, comment, subscribe, and talk to y'all soon.